Well. Neighbors, don't act like you didn't hear the commotion outside, because I heard it, saw it, and pulled my chair right up to the window. Let's start on the left side of the street, where Kenya Moore is packing up her hair products and saying goodbye to her salon. Now, the internet tried to yell, eviction, like somebody got put out with boxes on the curb, but let's slow down. Kenya said this is a landlord dispute. She claims she's owed about $80,000 for improvements she made to the space. $80,000. Now, if I put $80,000 into a building, I'm not just leaving quietly either. So Kenya said, "Oh, you not paying me back? Cool, I'm not paying you." And just like that, rent stopped, lawyers got involved, and now the salon is closed. So is it an eviction? It's giving, we'll let the court decide, more than she couldn't pay. But one thing is clear, that chapter is done. Now neighbors, sip your tea slowly, because we about to walk across the street. And this next house? Baby, the lights are flickering, the door is hanging off the hinges, and the police might already be on the way. We're talking about Drew Sidora and Ralph Pittman. And what started as a messy divorce has turned into a full-blown courtroom war. Let's talk money first, because that's how all this started bubbling over. Drew is claiming she gave that man 50% of her income. Yes, neighbors, half. That includes her checks from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, brand deals, side hustles, everything. Now, I don't know who needs to hear this, but if I'm giving you half my paycheck, I better at least own half your stress too. But wait, it gets worse. Drew also claims Ralph took $300,000 from a personal injury settlement she received after her Achilles rupture. $300,000. Gone. And she says the mortgage is now about $25,000 behind. Meanwhile, Ralph is over there saying, hold on, she hasn't contributed in years, and that he's the one following court orders. So now we got, he said, she said, and the bank said, somebody better pay us. But neighbors, that's not even the worst part. Because this story took a turn that is no longer just tea. This is serious. Drew is now alleging that she submitted evidence to the court involving their son. She claims there is a video where Ralph can allegedly be heard harming the child, and says he admitted to it in 2024, but later denied it in court. Now let me say this clearly, neighbors. These are allegations. They have not been proven in court, and Ralph has denied everything. But when children are involved, that's not gossip. That's something the court needs to handle, fully, thoroughly, and carefully. Now here's where it gets even more complicated. Despite all of this, Ralph currently has primary custody during the school year, while they share joint legal custody. And Drew? She's been ordered to vacate the home and says she may not have the financial means to move. So now we're looking at a custody battle, a financial dispute, a housing issue, and serious allegations all wrapped into one case. Neighbors, this is no longer reality TV messy. This is real life, real consequences messy. So while we can sip a little tea on the surface, at the end of the day, the only thing that really matters is that those kids are safe, stable, and protected. Now I'm going to close this window, but trust me, I'm not going nowhere, because you already know, if anything else happens on this block, I'm going to be right here, watching. Stay nosy, stay anonymous.